Now you mentioned that earlier that people have been coming to your secretariat with information. So where is the secretariat?
The secretariat, which is really a makeshift secretariat, and we have to express our gratitude using this platform to Her Excellency the Vice President, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. We share her office with her. She generously, because she also believes, so passionately in oral, in protecting looting and protecting public assets. She very graciously allowed us to use her office for this work. So that's the secretariat we are using.
You mean her office at Jubilee House?
No, her private office.
Where is this office?
In Cantonment.
Cantonment, okay.
Yes.
Now, this her private office in Cantonment, is it an office that she, because Cantonment lands are state lands. So now, this is a private office in Cantonment. Is it an office that she owns or she has rented? Is it something that you know?
Honorable member, the question is overruled. The essence is that she is not the owner. The place was made available. The person who made the place available has been mentioned. How would he, the user, be able to know whether the place is owned or it was rented?
Mr. Chair.
Well, Chair, I can, Chair, if you don't mind, just make your work simple because I have information.
I'm very mindful.
I have information.
I mind.
It's rented. She doesn't own it. It's rented. So, Chairman, if you don't mind, so that we don't even create any unfair impression in the minds of Ghanaians, because I work closely with her and I know the struggle.
She, the person, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, is the tenant.
Yes,
she is a tenant.
Absolutely.
Okay, because that place is a dollar-rated area. So, I mean, yes, cantonment properties, you pay dollars. We know that as a fact. So, I'm happy to hear that the Vice President is able to afford a dollar, rent in cantonment. It means that we can't, we being in public service doesn't mean that we should be poor. That's fine. Anyway.
Well, so, Chairman, I'm also happy to observe that the Honorable Minority Leader is aware that cantonment lands are dollar rated. So when some of his colleagues are paying 42,000 cedis for a plot of land in cantonments, he must join my crusade against state capture. So I'm very happy. I'm happy you are introducing dollars into this discussion. Very, very happy about it.
My respected colleague, not to worry. We'll go there gradually. We'll go there gradually. The land in cantonment, you are telling us that some people have been paying 42,000, whatever you call it. Have you been able to find out from the Lands Commission whether they have a standard pricing regime for lands that they sell to the public? Have you found out?
Honorable Minority Leader, if you can expatiate your question. Standard regime how?
So, to enable one to determine whether a land is being sold at a very low price or a high price, one must pay attention to valuation. So the entity in question, whether it has set its own pricing ceiling, so you pay grounds rent, the actual lease, so, and if so, per acre or per plot, how is that determined? I just want to know from you, whether as part of your work, you've been able to find out from the Lands Commission whether state lands that they sell, they have their own standard pricing for it.
What I've discovered in the course of my work is that it varies depending on the area. So cantonment varies, range varies. I'm even looking into your own acquisition in Winneba. I have the document here. It also varies. So it varies all over. I have documents from Tamale as well, which vary. So I don't think there's a standard rate. It varies depending on the place.
Honorable nominee, because you have brought me in, I'm able to find out from you about my properties in Winneba that you know. I want you to share with the public.
This specific one is a lease between you and the government of Ghana on 22nd March 2023. The name Alexander Afenyo-Markin for 99 years. This is in Winneba. Yeah, so the official Lands Commission document, yeah.
Honourable member, did you say 99 years?
Yes.
Because I know as a fact that government land, the lease will not go beyond 50 years. By law. By law.
If I can read verbatim, and this is signed by Justice A. Asanguna, Principal Lands Officer in Winneba, and the official search certificate indicates that the search applied for against the land edged red on the plan attached has been made with the following results. 1, the site is not a state land but vested by virtue of LI 206 dated 21st November 1961. 2, the site also is covered by a lease dated 22nd March 2023 between the government of Ghana on one part and Alexander Afenyo-Markin on the other part for a term of 99 years. So that is what the search certificate states.
Honorable nominee, just by way of public information, because you provided the LI, now I'll give you a background to Winneba and Gomwa. Winneba and Gomwa have had a long period of land disputes. It went all the way to the Gold Coast Supreme Court. So the entire Winneba land, Kwame Nkrumah, just to bring peace between the people of Winneba and the people of Gomwa, came up with this executive instrument. There are 2 instruments. So in Winneba, every land is vested. All the villages and the Gomwa enclave as well. So I'm happy that you read. The state. Yes. Oh, come on. But the person read, Roxanne, we are doing a serious exercise. I mean, if you guys want us to go the path of partisan politics, we would go there. No. I have been very gentle and respectful. Chairman, you need to talk to your people.
Let's have some order.
Because when we react, then they will take offense.
I beg you. Let's have some order.
We have a lot of things to do. I've been calm, quiet, gentle, respectful. They've been doing, I've been keeping quiet. Please, I have patience, but not to a point that a man cannot tolerate. So, honorable nominee, I am happy that sitting there, you've gone digging me, and I'm happy that you brought it here, that Winneba, I want to provide information, Winneba and Gomwa enclave, the chiefs, their lands were all annexed, and they are vested lands. So I'm happy that you read it, and even when the Asafo companies, the Asafo own that area called Ponkwechi, that's Dentifo Asafo, And the Twafo also own the Komfo-Adeh Kojobedu areas. And some chiefs own their lands. But because of the Kwame Nkrumah EI, even if you buy from the chief and the chief gives you an indenture, you can't register at Lands Commission because of that EI. So everybody in Winneba would have to go and register through a lease with the state. So I'm happy you brought it up, and then I've just explained to you.
Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1.
Now let us go back to your oral work. You have indicated that you are seeking to recover state lands that have been wrongly appropriated. You call it loot. Now, are you looking at all state lands that were appropriated by individuals since 1992, or you are going way down to the 80s, 70s, or you are limiting yourself to recent years? Can you share some light on your mandate? Because you are seeking to recover, which is very patriotic.
Honourable Member, I believe this will be in the mandate of...
Yeah, so you should share with us.
Ora. The nominee before us is being vetted for a position of a foreign minister. So,
Chairman.
How relevant is the mandate of oral to
Chairman.
the position
Chairman.
that the nominee is being vetted for?
Chairman, don't start. I hold you.
We are ready. They can go ahead and call your
Chairman,
people.
Chairman, you have the nominee himself spoke about Ora. The nominee himself stated in his CV, and I'm asking him questions about it. Then you say it is not relevant. Chairman, I'm pleading with you. I'm according you every respect. Let's have a smooth inquisition. Let's have a smooth inquisition. Honorable nominee, your work aimed at recovering state assets, lands that have been looted, etc. Which period are you looking at?
That is okay.
His Excellency the President has made clear that looting is looting, and it doesn't matter when it occurred. Once information emerges that it was an unconscionable transaction, we should document it. Remember that I have said that our work is with phase 1, information gathering. When we have presented our report to the President, phase 2 will kick in. That's where the Attorney General will take control, and we'll be looking at the recoveries, the actual retrievals, and if there has to be even prosecutions. Because remember that Oral's work is not only about properties. We also have the financial aspect, the causing financial loss to the state. So it's a more broader concept than often it is made to look.